Oh, wait, let me show you guys something. It's for bust 50, so it won't fit me at all. It's way bigger than I am. But yeah, it's so cute, it's so neat, it's so pretty, and it's for a wedding dress.
A blank canvas production.
Have you ever actually wondered if you are a good person or you're just fronting? Are you a good person or are you just putting on a show so that when people see you, they can sing your praises and attach the title of goodness to your name? Are you actually a quiet person or are you just holding your tongue so people will address you as a quiet person? Are you actually a philanthropist or you're doing it so people can acknowledge you as a philanthropist? How many of us are unprofessional actors in life? It's a simple question, but it is not talked about enough. There are so many societal expectations on being good, on being a good person, okay? Let me say a good person is polite, a good person cares for the next person. But really, is that really it? Is that not eye service? Are you really a polite person? Or are you just doing it so that they will not say you are disrespectful? There's that saying that we know charity begins at home. I love to apply it with personal things that has to do with my life and everything. So charity begins at home. If I want to show love to somebody outside, I have to be able to feel love, have love around me, understand love, be able to hold, grasp love, so that I'll be able to give it. The same way, I want to be respectful or I want to be seen as a respectful person outside, I have to be respectful to myself. I have to speak to myself with care, with love, with wisdom and patience. What's the difference between being nice and good? I've had this conversation with someone before. I was like, it's not so different. And then the person was like, no, nice is should I say sarcastic for good, which was mind blowing for me. And the truth is that I never saw it that way. I thought it was a synonym. What is the meaning of being nice? Nice means giving pleasure or satisfaction, pleasant or attractive, or slight or subtle. Good means that which is morally right, which is righteous, um, to be desired or approved of, having the required qualities of a high standard. A nice person is typically someone who is friendly, you're outwardly kind. Let's lay emphasis on the word outwardly, okay? And you are considerate towards others. So it could be laced in genuineness, it could be laced in sarcasm and you know mockery. That's what I can say about niceness. But good is real, good is tangible. A nice person would likely not tell you the truth because they are trying to maintain a good synergy or a good connection with you or with your conversations. A good person will tell you the truth and would communicate the truth in the best way possible, just so that you have that knowledge that, oh, this is the truth. They don't have to quote it. Being good fosters respect, and being nice leads to emotional burnout. Being nice is like an action that you have to continuously like do. It's not part of you. It's just, should I say, something you're trying to add to your routine so that you don't mess up. Niceness definitely relies on people pleasing a whole lot. So now I want to move on and talk about doing good for validation versus doing it when no one is watching. Okay, and I would love to lead with this fact. Seeking validation is an innate human tendency because individuals crave attention and recognition from others in order to measure their worth and their identity. Which, now that I have grown older, I'm able to understand that it is rubbish. When I was younger, I wanted people to see me and like me. see me, like me, see that I'm a good girl, like that I'm a good girl. It did not help that I was trained to um, pay attention to what the audience is saying because I was in the public light when I was younger, growing up in a minister's family, in a minister's household, living under the scrutiny of the church. We are advised to take into consideration the feelings of the members, the feelings of the congregations. They are always watching. So you have to, be perfect. Now, as I became a teenager, I realized that I actually did not want to be perfect. I did not want anybody to see me as perfect. So I started to, learn myself and grow into myself. But this is the human being attitude. This is like a natural thing for human beings. We always want other people to see us as a particular thing, which makes me question, are you really an introvert? Or do you want people to see you as an introvert? There's this particular article I came upon on Medium, and it was basically talking about integrity, and that's basically what doing good when no one is watching is. It is a lifestyle. It is a part of you that you don't even need the scrutiny of others to go ahead and do it. It is embedded in your soul, inside of you. You don't need someone to be looking at you to give you that push or to give you that motivation to do it. It says when we go the extra mile with no one watching, we're not just doing good deeds, we are also growing personally. This practice can boost self discipline and responsibility. This practice teaches us to set higher standards for ourselves. And by doing things just because they are the right thing to do, we become resilient and trustworthy. When you actually make it a lifestyle to do things when no one is watching, you are building yourself to be a better person. It's like one of the pathways that you have to follow for personal growth. Most of the time, it is a lifestyle. I am just being that person that I have cultivated myself to be. Having integrity builds your trustworthiness. Okay, those good words that you want people to say about you at your back when people are talking, oh, Jegede, Jegede, they try, Jegede is this, Jegede is that, is more impactful when you are doing it without the mindset that you want somebody to see. Now, I say that you want somebody to see because the truth is that there is always somebody watching. But if you are doing it with the awareness that somebody is watching, so I should watch my steps because somebody is watching, just so I can make that person happy, it's not a true step to personal growth. I'm doing what I'm doing because it is what I am led to do. It is what my person has cultivated as a lifestyle to do. Not because Sister B is looking at me and Sister B is taking down reports to go and submit to the headmasters at the end of the day. To hell with those headmasters, all of them are mad. Let me just quickly give you 3 tips on how to actually be a good person. Number 1, I'm going to say is self-awareness. Okay, a lot of awareness has to go into actually fulfilling anything you want in life, not just being good. If you want to fulfill anything in this life, if you want to achieve anything in this life, you have to be very, 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 very self-aware. As a, should I say, teenager, because we were not people to celebrate, mental distresses and look at it as, oh, it's something important. Because if you say you're having mental health, the fuck is that? When you have Master Jesus, I had to go into a lot of soul searching. I read a lot of books. I journaled, I wrote, I did prayer, I did every single thing. These are things that have become attitudes for me now. It's part of my character development right now. First of all, acknowledge the fact that, oh, I haven't gotten to that place yet I want to be. Number 2, acknowledge the issues around you, acknowledge your mistakes, acknowledge your shortcomings, acknowledge your weaknesses. By the time you acknowledge those things, you'll be able to start looking for ways to work on them, to make your weaknesses strengths. Another thing I would tell you is being a good person does not mean you have to be a pushover. Our loving Master Jesus said they slap you on one cheek, you turn the other side. If you bend over for them to spank your buttocks after slapping your two cheeks, then you are the problem. You have a big issue. I added that last part. You have to set boundaries for yourself as a human being. Set boundaries in those your relationships, your friendships, with people, even with your family. Set boundaries, okay? Because if you don't set boundaries, you make yourself so open, so accessible to things that can make you, let me use the English, relapse. Know when to tell yourself stop is okay. Know when to tell yourself I ain't doing that again. Know when to tell yourself yeah, it's not for me, so let me give it a rest. Know when to tell yourself I will take a step back on this. Me, I like to take a step back on so many things. What? And the last thing I'll tell you is to do small daily actions. Okay? Small daily actions. I can tell you the most recent small action I'm taking now is the moment I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth. It sounds unreal, but it's serious for me because if I don't brush my teeth in the morning, if I'm able to stay, most days I'm working from home and I stay, I no go brush them again unless I have to probably go out and I don't have center fresh to chew. I am actively trying to correct that by waking up in the morning first thing and brushing my teeth. Now that is a small daily task that by the time I get into it, it becomes a part of me. Do you understand? So yes, select small daily tasks. If it is to smile at 10 people, if it is to always be the first person to greet, if it is to hold the door out for a stranger, being a good person is not about perfection, okay? It's about intention and effort. A whole lot of it. A whole lot of intentionality and effort goes into being crowned a good person. So, yeah, if you are a good person, if you identify as a good person, be sure that you're putting in the work. I want to conclude by asking this question. What do you think makes someone really good? Let's do better. Let's collectively do better as a community, as a society, as individuals. Leave comments. Tell me. I asked a question here. Tell me what you think really makes someone good. Remember to like this video, share to your friend, tell me what their thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.